Hello everybody, this is me, ManBat201. Today reviewing the Mezco 1/12 scale Michael Myers. Now, this 1/12 is 6 inch, just to clear things up, and a 6 inch figure is like this, Marvel Legends Homecoming Spider-Man. I don't know why I'm blanking out. Or another Mezco figure, for example. Mezco Terry McGinnis, aka Batman Beyond. In this case, it was just named Batman Beyond in the box because it's Batman. Or at least Terry in his Batman costume. So now you may be asking, why are they significantly shorter than Michael? Michael's a full-grown adult. These two are both teenagers. So yeah, that's why the size scaling is not like exactly how you expect it. And yeah. So if I got a figure that was actually to size scaling, then it would work. To compare another figure size scale, here's a 7 inch figure. So it's not in scale at all, it's out of whack. Because it looks like he's clearly a foot or two taller, when in reality they should actually be pretty close in height. Because Nick Castle was only 5'10", and I think this dude was like 6'3", so the dude playing Jason in part 3 is like 6'3" or 6'2", so it should have not been that much of a difference. Like, a big difference anyways. So yeah, let's begin with the accessories. This tombstone is actually not made out of plastic. It's made out of material called polystone. It feels like stone, but it isn't stone. It's kind of weird explaining. And when I got this thing out of the box, I felt so damn cold. It was kind of weird touching it. And you just get that detailing that you couldn't get with plastic, really. Really looks nice. Here's a comparison with a plastic tombstone. You just can't beat this material that they made it out of. Oh, and a cool thing to show, hold on. The pumpkin has lights and stuff. It wasn't a pain for me, but I kind of got small hands. Well, they're not small. They're medium-sized hands. But they're thin. My fingers are thin. It's because I'm scrawny. Really scrawny. And I'm actually... No, I'm not short, but I'm not tall. So, yeah. It was relatively easy me getting the batteries in. I did use a screwdriver to kind of push the other one so I can get the other battery in. That was about the only thing I did, but that was because I'm like, I know I can't get that in there without doing that. Me thinking and not trying to forcefully shove it in, like some people have been doing. And complaining, oh, it's too hard. Like, just use some common sense. Just use the tiny screwdriver. Push it. Push the thing in, boom, easy. Easy as that. But yeah. So, here's the pumpkin from the opening of the movie. It lights up and stuff, it like flickers. Really cool, really cool. We're gonna turn it off just so the batteries don't die. I usually keep this off anyways, but that's cool that it does that. So we'll just put this pumpkin aside for now. Now we're not getting into Michael yet, as we're getting into his accessories first. We'll go over this accessory a bit later, though. I ripped off his whole hand. Yeah, he has actually quite a few interchangeable hands. I'll show you the different types. There's grab knife hand. I'm going to choke you hand. Idle hand. And I'm going to punch you in the face hand. Those are the types of hands you get. Now, both knife hands are actually in different positions, which is pretty cool. All the other hands are kind of the same, though. Like, for example, both idle hands are almost the same. Exactly the same. I think the fists are even the same. One little detail, though, to look on the hands. You can see, like, dirt and stuff. That is custom... That's not custom painted. It's painted. They painted it like that, and it's dope. I just love that detailing. It's nice when they do that. You get two knives. You get unbloodied knife, so no blood, and blood knife. Very nice that you get that. And yeah, it's very, very nice indeed that you do get that. So you put that right there. And, crap. This hand's actually pretty good at normally carrying it. There we go. So yeah, you pretty much, got your stabby hand. And we'll go over articulation in a bit. Here's the stand. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. We'll move the stand off the side. Move that knife. And we'll get into articulation. So, you do get an ankle rocker, which is nice, but I mean, yeah, it's nice. You got double jointed D's, pretty nice. The spread goes out about that far. It's to be expected, Mezco figure. I mean, I don't think his spread's that far either. I think his is a little bit wider, but that's more or less because his material's different. Although I do think his tilt, is better, Michael's tilt. Because I think he can actually do that. Whereas Batman, I think, can... No, they both can do that, so they actually both got really good ankle tilts. Just, he's got a wider spread. But that's mostly because of the material his clothing is made out of. Allows him to do that. Whereas he can't. However, one thing to note, though, is he only has one joint at the elbow. Whereas this Batman is double jointed. So that's the farthest his elbow go. That's how Batman's can. That's how you can tell the difference between double jointed and single jointed. And I'll actually show you an example of a figure that isn't cloth that does have a double joint. And now show you an example of a figure that only has one joint in the elbow. So yeah, that's the differences in elbow joints, a little lessened, if you will. Allows you with more articulation. Now, I'm not mad about him not having that, just because it's Michael. He's not going to be doing anything freaking crazy. Oh, funny thing, like the Batman figure we reviewed a while back, he comes with one of these thingies. Whenever the hell you do an air pose, the only thing I can think of you can use this for is if you're recreating that scene where he's falling from the ceiling, or not from the ceiling, from the balcony of the house from the first movie. It's literally the only scene I think I could see this coming from. Or that one scene where he's falling off the roof in Resurrection. Or that rope or whatever, you know, when he kills Laurie. That's really about it I could think of. Yeah, I can't really think of any of the moments. But yeah, that's that. Alright. So his hands are really easy to take off. Like, I'll show you. Take off that. And just plug it in. Pretty simple. Can do the same on the other side. You know what, let's just have the regular two hands. Pretty nice. The cloth goods look really nice. It really works for Michael, and I noticed my copy, it looks like it's a little bit dirty here. You can see on the boots too, the little bit of paint. It looks like they put a little bit of paint here, and then on his pockets, and then a little bit in the back area. Or just over on actually the whole suit, so it kind of has a dirty look to it, which is very nice looking. I do like. And when you get this figure out of box, let me move the camera down. When you get this figure out of box, the collar will be like this, and all of the promotional material, the collar's like that. That is inaccurate to the first movie. And the second, I believe. Because I know the first movie definitely, because the collar is supposed to be popped up like that in the movie. So yeah. Nope. I don't have Mezco Joker, but I was told it uses the same head joint, so you can plop it on, and yeah. So yeah, you can do that if you have Mezco Joker. I don't. I only got two Mezco figures. This Michael and then Batman, and they use two different head systems. So but I cannot do that, unfortunately. Oh yeah, his arms go out that far. And since it's cloth goods, you can only go up that far and go back that far. You can't do like a 360 degrees. And I already showed you how far legs go, but here's how far front it goes. how far back it goes. There is a diaphragm joint, so you can rotate that. It doesn't look like it has like a crunch, but like you could just kind of do that, I guess. I don't know if you wanted to do that. There's really no crunch, it's just a diaphragm joint. Then of course you can do the Michael head tilt. Very nice. Look up, look down, look up a little. Not really too much, but you can look down definitely. And yeah. Okay, so let's get actually a better look at this face sculpt. Let's zoom in. Zoom. Let's zoom back out, but let's get closer with the figure. Head sculpt looks nice. You can see his eyes. Look very nice. Now let's get into the accessories, the sheet accessory when he kills Linda, I believe it was, in the first movie. Let's remove the head. You hear that pop. I recommend when you put the sheet on, you put the collar down like how it was in box. I don't know why, for me it just seems 10 times easier to put this on. So what you do is, okay, see these plastic bits? You gotta get that piece right here into that peg. It's a little hard, but you hear that click, which is the sound of it popping in successfully. And you got this on successfully. And it's about the same amount of articulation. Or a little bit, yeah, it's about the same articulation as actual Michael. You just can't look down nearly as much. You could, it seems like you could actually look up a bit more, which is kind of weird. But yeah. It's pretty cool it comes with this. Well, it didn't need to come with it, but it did, and it looks nice. I think this is a much better attempt than the NECA one from the Occult Classics line. Looks a lot better than that one. I mean, granted, this came out this year, whereas that Cult Classics one came out years ago. I remember actually seeing that on a Hot Topic years ago. Should have picked it up because I saw it on eBay not too long ago for like 100 and something. I was like, damn. Should have bought that when it was like 15. So yeah, we just put that aside. And pop in. And yeah, this is a pretty accurate figure. The only complaint I have about the figure, and it's the only inaccuracy about it, is they actually painted the eyebrows like a brown color, which they were not. The mask was all white. And yeah, that's the only complaint I have. The hair is the right color. No complaints there. The mask definitely looks like the mask in the first movie. They got the likeness. It's just the eyebrows, but it's a small nitpick. I get why they did it, because when looking at the figure, it looks like they actually didn't mold any of the eyebrows in, which is kind of weird considering they molded that sideburn thingy. They removed the glue from the sideburn in the original sideburns in the Kirk mask. It's kind of weird that that's still there, but like everything else, the eyebrows didn't make it in, so they painted them on. Kind of weird, but you know, whatever. Yeah, that's that. This figure is awesome. I highly recommend it to any horror fans. It's a great looking figure, and it's the best articulated Michael figure that is currently on the market for the original Halloween. Now we have one coming up soon for the new Halloween, so yeah. That one's coming out in November. I got the pre-order down, so we'll get that, and we'll get some stuff from Big Bad. That's part of my second loot that will be coming in November. It's not really a whole lot, it's just that Michael, and that's about it. I have the Bride of Chucky set, which should be coming in December when it comes out. So yeah, you have that to look forward to in December, and the Michael from the new movie, the NECA version, which is a 7-inch scale, so it will be taller than him. It'll be closer to Jason's height. Will be coming in November, so stay tuned for that. And this has been me, ManPat201. I'm out. Peace.